Staying optimistic about the future can protect you from physical pain and mental illness. Love is actually three feelings in one: lust, attraction, and attachment. A hug longer than 20 seconds produces hormones in your body that increase your trust for the person you are hugging. Being alone can take a toll on your health and make you more susceptible to getting sick. At night, our imagination is the highest, while our creativity levels drop significantly during the day. You tend to think more about a certain person than about a catastrophic event. The smarter the person, the more selective they are, and thus they have fewer friends. Being in love can decrease your appetite. Being isolated and alone in your home for a long time can be just as bad for your health and well-being as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. People who are in positions of power and influence over others are usually very bad at determining other people's feelings. The most depressed people in the world are the ones between the ages of 18 and 33. Travel lowers your chances of depression and heart disease and also improves your brain health. The force of authority on humans has the same effect as surviving a traumatic brain injury. When you have two completely opposite views or values about something, and you change one view to match the other, that's called cognitive dissonance. Women's threshold for pain is greater than men's, even though women have half as many pain receptors as males. The scientist Thomas Morgan is the one who discovered that chromosomes had inherited knowledge. Some people live their lives as if they were in a reality TV show. This is called the Truman Syndrome. It takes 1/5 of a second to fall in love. Love shuts off the prefrontal cortex of the brain, and the result is bad decisions and regrettable events in a new relationship. The brain is the organ that falls in love, not the heart. Love can make you sick because the cortisol that is produced suppresses your health and your immune system, thus making you more likely to get sick. Couples' heart rates start to be recognized with time. When you see others in a negative light, you reveal to them your negative attributes. Depression is often the product of our thoughts. Our imagination usually causes problems that don't exist. The type of music you listen to shapes your view of the world. Being happy around people makes you happier. Narcissistic personality disorder exists in approximately 6% of the population. Prayer and other religious rituals are connected with significantly lower mental issues or psychological discomfort levels. When looking at someone you love, your eye pupil rises to 45%. Emotional pain is better remembered than physical pain, and it also has a more significant influence on your behavior. Romantic desire is biochemically the same as a serious obsessive-compulsive disorder. Any relationship between 16 and 28 years is more likely to be healthy and long-lasting. The maximum amount of close relationships and friendships you can maintain in your life is between 50 and 150. Attraction is based on obsession. Love can be a pain reliever. Lust is different than love. Being in love changes you in the way of like or doing some things you have never liked or done before. It takes approximately 66 days for an average person to make something a daily habit. People who have a deep sense of guilt are more able to identify the concerns and emotions of the people around them. People who use sarcasm as a defense mechanism or as a way to tackle a difficult question have healthy minds. People are more likely to return a lost wallet when they see a picture of a child in it. People who are shy don't reveal very much of themselves to other people. However, they act in a manner that makes other people think they know them more than they actually do. People are more honest when they are emotionally drained. This is the reason why people are more vulnerable when they are talking late at night. People would rather change the truth than change their perception of people. People who are fluent in 2 languages tend to change their personality when they are switching from one language to another. The person who loses their mobile phone goes through a fear that can be compared to a near-death experience. We are more likely to get into blame mode when something bad happens to us. We scream out when we are really happy and when we are really sad because the hypothalamus in our brain is not able to distinguish between happiness and sorrow. Thinking that something negative will happen can be less stressful to understand than not knowing how it will end up. We tend to persuade ourselves that a boring job is interesting if we don't receive a reward for it. When a person crosses both legs and arms, it means that they have emotionally withdrawn from the conversation. There are 6 universal facial expressions: happiness, anger, sadness, disgust, fear, and surprise. Also, some scientists think that embarrassment and contempt should also be considered primary facial expressions. When a woman stares at you after you have explained yourself, she is actually wondering why you are lying. Women laugh at men they are attracted to, while men are attracted to women who laugh at them. A man wants a woman with a good sense of humor, but he doesn't mean she needs to make jokes, it means she needs to laugh at his jokes. When uneasy, men tend to touch their faces, while women touch their clothing, neck, arms, hair, and jewelry. A partial shoulder shrug shows that the speaker doesn't believe in what they are saying. On the other hand, if both shoulders rise equally and fully, then it means that the speaker is giving truthful statements.